day, doctor. My name is Harvindran Analak Yogiswaran. My metric number is 2798888. Now I'm going to give an introduction about the Intel company. Intel was a well-known manufacturing business that pioneered the development of semiconductor memory for use in both mainframe and mini computers. In the early phase, Intel was only developing the microprocessor. However, Intel's rapid pace of development caused Intel was introduced 16-bit microprocessor in 1982. The development of Intel was in high phase, where the 386 was the microprocessor which was the first developed could have multiple operating systems. So, in this case study, we will discuss about analysis the problem statement of Intel company. The first problem statement is competition market. The second problem statement is higher fixed in cost. The third problem statement is consumer changed. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and hi everyone. My name is Siti Nur Hafiza binti Absarun. My number metric is 279564. I would like to continue the presentation by explaining the background of Intel and solution for the problem 1. Firstly, the background of Intel is Robert Noyce and Gordon Moore founded the company in 1968. By the early 1970s, Intel was developing a microprocessor as well. A microprocessor is a silicon chip that controls processor data in PC. Intel first chip, the 40004, was introduced in 1971. In 1977, Apple produced the first desktop computer. Intel immediately set out to become the leading chip supplier in this market. The company had garnered a 70% share of the overall desktop microprocessor market.
My name is Nurain binti Ahmad Baharudin. My metric number 27940C. I will talk about problem statement. The first one is competition market. Intel Corporation developed and sold a variety of products and well known for its microprocessors. This could be found in over 80% of the personal computers sold worldwide. Intel is considered as oligopoly of PC market. Even though Intel had control in PC market for microprocessors, but Intel also faced significant competitors that challenged the market of Intel. For example, many Intel microprocessors clones appear led by Advanced Micro Device (AMD), whose market share reached 20% of the 386 market. At one time, sale of desktop computer not really good compared with growing sale of portable digital device such as PDAs and cell phone. However, Intel did not dominate this non-PC market. Second, higher in fixed cost. For the Pentium 4 processors, advertising on digital media is not really effective because of lack creativity in marketing and the ad not give much impact. Then, the marketing group of Intel launched a campaign for commission their new product that used a budget of 300 million. Apart from that, Intel had just a 1% share of the cell phone chipset market compared with Texas Instruments, which had 50%, and Motorola and Qualcomm each held 12%. So Intel boosted its commitment to the cell phone industry by joining effort with Microsoft, using chips from Intel and software from Microsoft. However, cell phones were becoming increasingly complex and the cost of designing high-end cell phones was rising. Intel have to reduce the R&D cost for cell phone makers and allow new entrants to participate in the market easily. The last one is consumer change. As the world of technology more advanced, the consumer have changed. The sale of portable device, which is cell phone, are keep increasing rather than sale of desktop computers. With only just 1% share on this non-PC market, Intel have to make an innovation in extend their product for the demand of customer to fulfill the need of customer and changers. So Intel faces a challenge and bigger risk to extend the brand because they might affect or diluting the former brand. We can see that the data of worldwide sale of selected device show mobile phone was sold around 390 million units compared and desktop computer just only 92.9 million of units have been sold. That's all from me. I will pass to the next presenter.
Next is solution to problem 1. To overcome the problem 1, which is competition market, Intel need to do advertising and extending their brand. Advertising can further increases profit, and however it can lead to the increased output. Sartor and team is conduct the some market research. They decide to try a low-cost experiment using billboard advertising in a single market. This can save their costs and their product will become popular in market. Based on the success of the experiment, Sartor, who eventually became Intel's head of marketing, took the remainder of the $5 million and extended the campaign to 10 cities. Next is extending the brand. Leverage the Intel's formidable brand strength to build a stronger presence in this market. Intel was introduced the Intel's inside umbrella. Intel's also announcing development of the Intel Xeon brand. By extending the brand, Intel will be able to overcome problems among competitors in the market. In addition, Salter stated that he has several goals. 1. To create more advertising in industry. 2. To get their logo on OEM's product. That's all for me. Thank you.
My name is Nurdini Shazwani, metric number 278231. For solution number 2 is expanding corporate finance. Higher fixed costs are involved in producing Intel microprocessors. Therefore, increasing corporate finance crucial for addressing operational issues. Increasing corporate finance aims to improve research and development and occasionally promotes Intel microprocessors. The demonstrated the significance of research and development for an electronic product. Intel needs to pay attention and finish its R&D infrastructure with foreign funding. Because Intel is a publicly traded firm, it has a sizable amount of access to international financing. There are 3 categories for how to gather foreign investment. Firstly, investment firms have the ability to collect foreign investment. Investment firms are funding Intel's R&D with money from their own personal assets. Usually, individuals or groups are exclusively interested in undertaking initiatives with strong long-term financial prospects. Because they are different from venture capitalists who will invest more money in their more interesting ideas, Intel will be anticipated to perform well in the future. Secondly, venture capitalists are typically loan entities who give funding via business they create. Generally speaking, venture capitalists prefer to support established businesses because they require more funding. However, as we all aware, firms supported by venture money have shown remarkable promise. High returns on their investment are what venture capitalists seek. However, some venture capitalists may still wish to participate in business decisions after providing funding for a startup. In the past, venture investors sought control over the companies they finance in order to safeguard their financial investment. However, a lot of venture investors act as mentors, giving you advice and aiding in business decisions as a safety measure. Thirdly, Intel might monetize its share by offering them to the general public. An initial public offering, or we call IPO, is when a corporation sells shares for the first time to the general public. For 2 reasons, initial public offerings are significant. For starters, the initial public offering and any stock issue afterward, such as stock held as a treasury stock or new stock issued later as a secondary offering, provide the money to pay back the early stage investor, such as the angel investor and the venture capital firm. A venture capital firm may hold 40% of the company shares. The venture capital firm sells a portion of its ownership to the general public when the company sells shares. The provision of financial resource for established business to considerably expand their operation is a second factor in the significance for initial public offerings.
Assalamualaikum and good morning everyone. My name is Nur Izia binti Idrus, metric number 279480. I will continue with solution 3. Okay, as we can see just now, problem 3 is consumer chain. This happens because technology nowadays is more advanced. So how we can overcome this problem? Okay, first and foremost, we can concentrate on the target people. The brain party should accurately position the target people and plan the activity team, style and expression skills of communication language according to many of their features from the personality to lifestyle AIO mode, from brand preference to self-concept and their beloved communication language. AIO mode is all-in-one. In the simple terms, is a computer that combines all desktop components in one enclosed unit, instead of having separate computer tower from the display monitor. The second solution for consumer chain is the management of consumer relations. Management of client relationship is to focus on the management of consumers, communicate with the client, get to know the demands of consumers promptly, analyze and constantly optimize the product and marketing promotion. In the marketing process of social media, timeless is an important feature. We should timely collect the feedback from the consumers, understand their demands, and provide the products and services they want. Last but not least is to add a socialized video. Video media original function as a supplement for TV. With the change in consumers' use habits, the socialized media video is needed to be the main pattern for representation. The technology shall be gradually more mature to lay a foundation for socialized video advertisement. We should also consider the change in the media use habit of consumers. We shall carefully use various media resources. The enterprise is required to break the original pattern of TV and PC terminals for information transmission, integrate and innovate the video content, and release the content products attractive to the consumers.
Lastly, from this case study, we can conclude that the problem that have discussed can be solved through some effective solutions. The first problem statement is competition market. So the solution for this problem is advertisement and extending brand. The second problem statement is higher fixed in cost. The solution for this problem is expanding cooperate finance. The third problem statement is consumer change. So the solution for this problem is concentrate on target people, management of customer relation, and add socialized videos. Thank you.